I want to really get to know the person. I don't think I really got to know my husband before I married him. My husband wasn't Jewish, and that's very important to me now. I want to take the time to really get to know someone and really, I have my eyes open more. I don't necessarily believe everything that I'm told now. I wait and see how the person acts before I make a judgment. Because my husband said all the right things, everything right. And you can't always count on that. You got to see how the person is.
How are you as a judge of character, generally, with people?
I'm pretty good. Sometimes I'm not so good when it comes to someone I date. I'm really good at sizing people up, though, that I'm not romantically involved with.
But when the heart gets involved?
Then it gets a little messy.
What are the ways to your heart?
What are the ways to my heart? I really love little gifts. Doesn't have to be very expensive, like a flower, a card. Someone that looks into my eyes and tells me how he feels. It's really important. It doesn't have to necessarily be how he feels about me, but how he feels. Someone that can feel. Someone that really listens to me.
How easy is that to find?
It's not easy at all. That's why when you find it, or you think you find it, I tend to dive in when I should maybe wade in slowly.
What suggestions would you give to someone who wanted to get to know you better? What are some do's and don'ts?
Someone to get to know me better?
Yeah, someone who's interested in perhaps dating you.
Pursue, but don't crowd. Listen to what I say back. Try and get to know me and not just the idea of dating me. Get interested in the things, or have an appreciation for the things that I'm interested in. If they don't interest you, at least respect that they interest me, and try and be my friend first.
What do you and your female friends talk about when you talk about guys?
We talk about sex.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
What
Absolutely.
do you say about her?
Everything. Unless it's somebody, I'm dating somebody now, actually, that's really special, so I don't get into the nitty-gritty about that. But if it's just somebody that, I'm casually seeing or casually having sex with, oh, yeah. Details.
Anatomical?
Oh, yeah. Among others.
Does size come up for discussion?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. And size matters, let me tell you.
Oh,
it does.
no.
No matter what anyone tells you, it does.
Bigger the better?
Yes.
Within reason?
Within reason. Too big, it can be too big. I have not encountered that, but women do say that,
Have you encountered too small?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yes. Why does that amaze you?
Oh. And it's just not as good.
That's correct. Also, if a man is small, I think he knows he's small, and he's a little insecure, and so he just doesn't really perform as well as he could, because maybe he's insecure about that. But you can tell. Absolutely.
Well, what makes a man a good lover, aside from size?
He has to be extremely unselfish. And I think that's true for women, what a man would want in a woman. Someone that's really... Because women are real complicated, Every woman's different, and a man has to be very in tune and listen and, not just go with his agenda. They really have to kind of, for lack of a better term, feel their way through, and really see how the woman's responding. You have to be extremely unselfish.
I've find it interesting that there are a lot of women who don't have orgasms.
Really? I feel bad for them.
Most of your friends have orgasms?
Yeah.
Tell me some more about what you and your female friends discuss. Yeah.
Well, without getting too specific, I think
Sure.
I pretty much covered it.
Oh, don't you talk about anything aside from...
We talk about feelings a lot, and okay, have fun. And we talk about feelings. We talk about, it's very important to be treated right by a man and not be taken for granted. And really, we talk about everything, anything that you can imagine. Unless he's special, then you're not so willing to talk about nitty-gritty stuff.
I've heard people say that.
Right. I think that's true for men, too. I think when it's just something casual, they're willing to tell all their friends. But when it's special, you don't want to do that. It kind of cheapens it.
And you're not nearly as anatomically descriptive. And
Correct.
it's a little more holy.
Yes. Exactly.
What can a man do to make a great date?
Plan the whole thing. Okay? I hate it when, what do you want to do? No, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Well, I don't know. Plan it. Come prepared. Be inventive. Doesn't have to be, doesn't have to necessarily spend a lot of money, but it can be something that, just something that you took the time to plan. That means a lot. Whether it's a picnic, whether it's, driving down to the water with wine. It doesn't matter. If you took the time to really think about it and plan something special, that means a lot.
Oh, so tell me more about...
A great date?
Yeah, and a sucky, lousy date.
All right, a great date, guy picked me up and took me on a picnic. And he, made all the food, and it was just really sweet. Because it took a lot of time, or took some effort and time to, put it all together, and that was really sweet. Let's see. I guess I can't really think of a particularly awful date. Just someone that, comes over and we're going to go out and then doesn't have any idea what to do and asks me, and I hate that. I guess there's been a couple bad first dates. I went on a blind date about a month or two ago that was pretty nasty, where the guy, was a heavy smoker, and he looked about 10 years older than he was, and he dressed really, really weird, and he was gross. And he had spaces between his teeth, so when he smiled, it was kind of scary.
Do you have some favorite outfits that really affect your mood in one way or another that you could describe? Or...
I like to dress provocative sometimes, but, I like to be comfortable. I hate wearing high heels. But I like to, it's fun to dress up, and it's fun to, wear kind of provocative things sometimes.
Ways to your heart, respect, what were the little gifts, some of the things?
Someone that tells me, this sounds really, really dumb, but someone that compliments me, but sincerely, someone that is appreciates me and says nice things about me or what I do or how I look, and really means it, not just saying it, to say it. Someone that lets me know I'm special. That's pretty important.
How can men, to use the vernacular, get laid more often?
It depends if they just want to get laid or they want a relationship.
Forget the relationship.
They just want to get laid?
I mean, they're willing to have a relationship, but that exclusivity, monogamy thing's a bit of a pain.
Then there shouldn't be a problem. I mean, they just have to hang out with the right kind of women that don't want that either.
And where are these women?
Mm, I think you just have to be open to it, and you'll find it, or they'll find you. Like attracts like. I mean, I can't really say. I mean, you could go to a bar, you could go, but just if you're out in the world and, friends of friends of friends, you'll meet them. And if you're real clear, if you say, I really think you're beautiful and I want to have sex with you, but I just don't want a whole big relationship, be honest up front and she'll appreciate it. And if she does want a relationship, then she's not the one. But, be honest, you'll get it.
What are the most obnoxious male traits?
When men are really into themselves, when men ask you a question and then immediately don't listen for the answer but start talking about themselves, if they ask you what kind of movies you like but then immediately start talking about what kind of movies they like, that's very obnoxious. Men that placate or, just, yes, dear, oh, hate that, or take you for granted. Things like they smell bad. I don't know. Those are the biggies.
What are some of the behavioral differences between Jewish men and non-Jewish men, if any?
Jewish men generally know how to treat women. They're more giving sexually, and they're more considerate of women, and they know they treasure women because their mothers raised them that way. That's the big difference, aside religiously.
Could I get you to walk down the stairs and come up again just so I could have a cutaway?
Okay.
Could you feel comfortable with that, please? Then as soon as you're out of camera range, just come back up, please.
Ready?
Yeah, please.